Mads, what can you say about your ambitions for next year?
Winning as much as possible.
Which races?
Everything I'm starting at.
You know the next question, I guess.
It's pretty clear I'm still hunting that monument.
Yeah.
So that's a big goal, for sure. Besides that, again, winning as much as possible. I will do different races to prepare for the classics. And I believe a part of good preparation is winning. So of course it's nice to win early on in the season. Hopefully this monument will come in the pocket, and then it would still be a goal to win the green jersey in the Tour.
Last year you always did the Sash and Provence, if I'm correct. Which races are you going to do next year then?
I don't think we as a team will do Bessèges anymore. So I will come down here actually to do Valenciana, and then I go to Provence, and then it's basically copy-paste from there on.
Do you feel like you can beat the best Mathieu van der Poel in your races you like Roubaix? You have done this in Ghent-Wevelgem, of course. Could it be in Roubaix the same way?
Yeah.
Does he need to get a cold first? Or not?
Okay, then there's a lack of confidence in my skills there. I haven't been far off.
No.
In Flanders I beat him fair and square. You know, he popped maybe 5Ks after me, but at the finish line I was still faster than him. And he was the best version of himself. So yes, I definitely believe I can beat him. Otherwise I wouldn't work my ass off every day. Then I would just sit down and say, okay, I take the second best, and then that's fine.
Yeah. Were you surprised that a couple of weeks later in Roubaix he seemed so much better than in Ghent-Wevelgem?
No, I had a puncture.
Yeah. Otherwise you could have followed him, maybe.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
But of course it's easy to sit here and say after, you know, it's if and if and if. But I tell you, man, every time I'm at the start line with these guys, I'm there because I believe I can beat them. If I didn't believe that, I should do something else.
Especially in Roubaix, which is like your race.
That's my dream races, and that's why I'm hired by this team, is to try to win these races. And if I didn't believe that I could win the races, why should my team believe I could win the races also? It's still something we're hunting, you know, and it's tough guys to be up against. But we truly believe it is possible to beat them. But I'm also fully aware that these guys are bigger talents and better riders than me. But on specific days, I also believe it is possible to beat them. I've shown it before, at least with one of them. Today is a different shell to crack, let's say it like this. So yeah, we will see. We believe in it. We keep working on being the best versions of ourselves to win these races.
If you read the interview with Brian Holm about you.
No, I'm not really reading all these interviews, you know.
He was really confident that you would win a monument, that you still can improve the coming years. He was really, really positive about you.
But that's nice, you know, then at least someone is believing in me from the media. So that's nice to hear. We believe as well as a team that that's possible to improve and get the last, let's say, 1% or 2% to beat these guys.
Yeah. If we see the best of cycling, we saw riders like Juan Ayuso, Tom Bonen. They improved as classic rider, and we saw that the sprint became a little bit less. But if I see you the last years, you become a better classic rider and you become faster.
Ooh, I am not so sure about the sprinting part, you know. If I'm up against the best sprinters in the world, I'm going backwards compared to these guys. You know, if you bring in all the fast ones for the Tour, for example, you know, I have a hard time beating these guys. The sprints have to fit me well, like course-wise as well, you know, slightly uphill and so on. There, I know I can be up against Tim Allier, Jasper Philipsen, Johnny, if we had to sprint against each other. But on pure flat sprints, I'm not getting faster. It's pretty much the same. But I also don't care. As long as I can win a monument, then I'm willing to sacrifice a bit on the sprinting.
Would you agree with Bonen and Musset, who improve more as a classic rider, how older they become, that same evolution you are making now?
I don't know, I was 10 years old when they improved that, so I didn't really look into it. And
but
I
do
also
you feel it now, that you improve more as a classic rider?
I improved as a bike rider, yes, a lot. And with that follows to be a better classic rider, of course, because that's my focus. but I also improved a lot on climbing, for example. And maybe my sprinting is stationary the last couple of years, but yes, I definitely feel that I improved as a bike rider in general, and that helps me in the classics also.
Mads, with Ryan Gibbons out, with Alex Kiers out, with Jasper Stuyper out, with Daantje Rode out, who's going to be the team around you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Thank you.
No, of course, it's not a secret. Mathias Nausgaard, you know, everyone knew that I had a finger in that, let's say, signing. It was a big wish for me to get him. Trying to replace Daantje. It's not easy to replace Dan, because Dan, he grew up on this team, he grew up with us, and we kind of taught him how to race into our racing style. And this we have to do with Matthias, but fast. Because I don't have 10 years left in cycling, and I need this guy to perform now. That's also why we couldn't, you know, go with a young guy and use a few years to get him into the role. We need someone who knows the races, and where we believe he can improve a bit, like physically wise and like fast, and then he will be there. And I believe, and the team clearly also believe that that Matthias is that fit. We saw it in the Giro. Vacek, insane. I had some good talks with Vach. He's still a young guy, and he's willing to sacrifice a bit his own chances to race with me. But on the other hand, he's also, I would say, learning a lot, and I'm also willing to, you know, give that extra to teach him and learn him what he wants and what I believe he needs. But also on the other hand, to be two really strong riders together, sometimes it even makes it not easier, but good chances for him to win the races as well, because maybe someone is looking at me and then he can grab the chance. And I tell you, I will never change one of my teammates. So yeah, he has some good chances to win bike races, even that he's, you know, on paper there to help me. And then Søren Krag also, of course. Now he's it's getting a Danish collaboration there, but again, he, you know, actually Søren, the team asked me how is Søren Krag as a bike rider, and I told them, and then a few months later he was signed. Good for me, you know, we have been friends since we were kids, so. And now he had a good winter, and he's in a good place, and everything is going well. So hopefully this group will be there with me in every race.
Mads, what's your strategy to win green in Tour?
Oh man, I will focus first on the classics, and then let's talk after the classics about the Tour.
Is the Tour already on your schedule for now?
Yes.
With Johnny or
No,
without?
Without.
Was it something you discussed, or was it clear after the routes of the Tour and the Giro came out that you must need to do like that?
It was a big wish for me to do the Tour. Again, it's a clear goal I had for many years to win the green jersey, and it's also pretty clear that trying to win the green jersey and bringing Johnny, it's not easy, because then he's gaining a lot of points and I have to, you know, sprint against him, and then we look like idiots because he's sprinting with his straight there and I'm there, and we also have Ayuso now. You see, that's not going to work. And the team is that big now that I accepted this year that I should not do the Tour because there was other plans, and now it's him who's accepting that he's not going to the Tour and doing something else, because we have goals as a team to achieve, and every rider needs also to be happy, especially when they call us leaders.
Is it difficult to make compromises sometimes in benefit of the team?
No, I'm totally okay with that. Like this year when they said, okay, we bring Johnny to the Tour, I also understand the message. The guy did the Tour for the first time, 2 stage wins in the green jersey. It was a smart decision. And I think it was a smart decision to bring me to the Giro and the Vuelta.
Do you think he would like to do the Tour next year as well?
For sure.
So now he has to compromise.
It's his problem, not mine.
When you look at Roubaix, the race where we all look forward to, Tadej wants to win Roubaix, most definitely. Is it something that could be in your advantage? We didn't see any tactical things between Mathieu and Tadej, but they could get tactical, which is maybe in your advantage as well.
If it does, then could be.
Yeah.
But it depends on the race scenario. You know, we forget that Wout van Aert could be there as well. Ghana could be there as well. In Roubaix, always there will be a surprise. Someone will have a puncture. You know, it's so many. It's a million scenarios already now we can talk about. So on one hand, it's nice that Tadej is there, and there's also a pain in the ass. You know, it's both. Yeah, I can give you a really good answer after the race.
Are you surprised that Tadej is always riding with Mathieu? Because he knows he's not so fast as Mathieu, but they are always riding positively with each other towards the end, which is difficult for the other competitors. Are you surprised by that tactic?
When was the last time he did that?
Well, for example, in San Remo and also in Roubaix, he never hides behind Mathieu's back in a race. And vice versa.
I think that's kind of I would say the way we are racing now. You know, I'm also not hiding behind Mathieu when we were together in Ghent-Wevelgem last year, for example. Or in Roubaix, I was doing my pulls as well. In Flanders, we were all doing our pulls, even that we knew that, okay, today he is better on the climbs than we are. But man, if he had a puncture, then he would be gone. And then it's a different story.
But why do you ride? You could all.
We want to win.
Yeah, but maybe you have a bigger chance of winning when you don't ride, no?
Yeah,
or
but
not?
then today he would just sit up and say, okay, we go back, and then I drop everyone on the next climb.
Yeah, possible.
So what is the point?
Okay.
You
So
know?
that's a reason, yeah.
And then we also have some self-respect.
Yeah, okay. It's nice to look at.
Yeah.
The evolution of racing, Mads, what you just told, is that also maybe, does that slighten your chances, for example, in Milan-San Remo? Which would be a race with your characteristics that would fit you perfectly?
Yeah, but San Remo changed.
Yeah,
last
exactly.
year. Yeah, so you know, I have to improve on this 10-minute effort on Cipressa. Now when I saw Ghana being there, I believe I can be there as well, without taking anything away from Ghana, because he's a top-notch guy and bike rider as well. But I know I'm able to do the same. And that's why I can still believe that I can win that race. But of course, you know, every race we basically do starts earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier. But on the other hand, I showed since I turned pro that that's in my favor. Yeah, and then the problem today, he came a few years ago and then made the longer races a bit harder and longer. But that's racing and that's cycling, and you have to adapt to it and then try to be the best version of yourself every time you're racing. I'm just in that good position, and I can be happy I'm in that position where I can still dream of winning these races even if the day is there.
Is it an option to skip Flanders and solely focus on Roubaix? No.
I'm paid.
It would not be.
I'm paid to be in the classics, so that's a no-go.
Okay.
Mats, did you already test the Grava system?
The what?
The Grava system, the tire pressure system?
Not yet.
Are you guys going to use it, maybe?
Yeah, maybe, otherwise it wouldn't be on one of the bikes to test.
So that could be one of the things that could help you.
Could be, it could also be a piece of shit that we will not use at all.
So,
Yeah, but you know, it's on the bike and we are trying to find all the details. We see other teams using it, and of course we have to try it. But if we don't like it and it doesn't fit with our equipment, boom, then it's gone, then it's out. Man, if you saw the list of equipment and stuff we are trying to improve these small details, it's insane.
Yeah.
So, okay, this part made it through the loophole right now,
Yeah.
and now we have to test it properly. But if it doesn't work, it's in the trash can. Like so much other stuff.
Have you ever thought when you were young that you became so serious as a pro with everything, how you have to live now as a pro when you started with cycling?
No, of course not. When you know, even when I turned pro, cycling have changed completely. When I turned pro, you know, you training, bit of water on the bike when you have to lose weight, one energy bar, and then you're good to go, maybe a banana halfway, and coffee. And now you're eating like a motherfucker the whole day, and you know, it's cycling is completely different, and you have to be so dialed in and so serious. I never expected that, for sure not. But you also grow into that and you accept it, and if you want to stay here, you have to do it. If you don't want to do it, then you should find something else to do.
Are you happy maybe that you could build up like this way and not directly when you were young you had to live like...
To be honest, I'm not thinking about that too much, you know. I'm happy in the position I'm in now. I'm happy with the experiences I had from, it's weird to say, but old cycling, if you can say it like this. And I'm happy to be part of that journey. And I'm also curious to see where we are ending before I will stop. But it is exciting to see how everything develops, and I think this time right now everything goes super fast. But the technology is also going crazy with everything in the world. So of course it is in cycling as well.
Do you often think back about your world title in Yorkshire? Because yeah, it was kind of a surprise you won there. And how did it impact your career to be world champion on such a young age?
Came more responsibility, more pressure, and that's something I had to cope with quite fast and learn fast. That's a part of my job now and my career. It was easier to disappoint after that. You know, it's people expect you to win, and if you don't, then it's a disappointment. And that's something I really learned from that World Championships title.
Last question, please.
But the team is owned by Lidl now. It's a German team, becoming a German team. For you as an international rider, not a German rider, what does that change, or what changed this winter with the ownership of Lidl already, or nothing at all?
Nothing yet. I still didn't get my employee card for Lidl shopping, so nothing. I'm still waiting for it. No, to be honest, it's, you know, Trek, they did an amazing job for all these years. Clearly, money-wise, it looks completely different on the team, and we can see that with equipment testing and so on. The thing is, it's big visions and big dreams and big goals from this team now. You see it with the signings we have for Grand Tours and for classics and sprints and so on. So I would say, I was always dreaming big. Now everyone is dreaming big on this team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mads.
Thanks, Mads.